Was good, YouTube? For last piece back for another video. Okay, looks like we had the Indiana Fever triumphant over the Phoenix Mercury. All right, the Phoenix Mercury, of course, were the favorites. They were at home, coming in at 8-9, or 9-8 rather, whereas the Indiana Fever were 7-12. So now, of course, the Fever improved to 8-12, and the Mercury dropped to 9-9. This was a game where you got to give the Indiana Fever a lot of credit, because when I saw from the beginning of the game, the Phoenix Mercury had jumped out to a large lead in both the first quarter and then in the second quarter. Got to give Christy Sides, who they don't like to give credit, a lot of credit for running some stuff that succeeded and worked. All right. I'm sure she does have talent to work with, but we don't give talent all the credit. The coach has to coach up things, and we love to give the coach all the blame when things aren't working. So, you know what we're going to do today? We're going to give the coach a good portion of the credit when it does work out. This is the type of game in the past where I have seen the same Fever team absolutely quit, mail it in, don't show any fight. You're talking about on the road against a team that is above 500. We have not seen the Phoenix Mercury do this all year, and what we're not going to do is give the credit to just players, in particular one player, without crediting the coach and the coaching staff for keeping the team focused, keeping them from quitting, and putting in certain plays and running some stuff that actually worked out and added to a win. Now, without a doubt, Phoenix Mercury were doing some really, really goofy things, which led to them losing. They pretty much lost the whole second half of the game, which is you're talking about Indiana outscored them 29-15 in the third quarter and 21-18 in the fourth quarter. So they walked them down and were able to come out with the win. The star for Phoenix was a surprise to me. You're talking about Brittany Griner. Well, I'm not going to say that was really a surprise. Griner, there is no answer for her. She's 6'9". I don't know how much she weighs, but she's a big woman, okay, out there. Who, I don't know, might have some extra stuff going on. I don't know. But she's big, 6'9", which you don't find much in the women's game. So she chipped in 24 points. Only 6 rebounds. That's surprising. And a few block shots I saw, I think. But I know she had 24. Diana Taurasi, showed up. She isn't like she didn't show up. I saw her miss a damn free throw towards the end, which has me thinking, like, come on now, all-time great, you don't do that. But she chips in with 19 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Natasha Cloud got 15 points. Now, the biggest disappointment for me, in this game, and I think the one who I got to blame, my North Philly hometown girl, Aliyah Copper, 7 points. That's not going to work, Ali, and that's way below standards for her. However, I will give her credit for defense. She played some excellent defense on Caitlin Clark. The majority of the game, especially to start the game where Phoenix got out to a big lead, was when she was draped all over Caitlin. All right, so listen, I'm going to give you credit there, North, for doing that. However, you are way too much of a dominant scorer. Talent out there, the most talented player on the floor, believe that, to only come up with 7 points. That's not Aliyah Copper like at all. And I don't make excuses for players just because I like them. I don't do that. All right, so you got to get this work, Aliyah. That's amazing though, because somehow she's a minus 13, even though I feel like she played excellent defense on Caitlin for when she was on her. But they were giving Caitlin different matchups and so on. Wow, you're talking about 7.3 rebounds. See, the problem was, Aliyah was 20% from the field. Man, you can't do that shit. You cannot do that shit right there. 20% from the field, 16% from 3. Now, the reason why this is a big disappointment is if you look at her regular season averages, Aliyah Copper is 43% from the field. That's really good for a guard in the W. And for a career, she's 45% from the field. That's good in the men's game. If you're in the NBA and you 45% from the field, that's damn good in the NBA. And she's 43% or 44, 43.7. That's 44 really in the W. Okay, she averages 22 points, right? 4 rebounds, 2 assists. So if she just did her average tonight, Phoenix wins this game easily. So part of it I'm putting on the coaching staff because I don't know what the hell they were doing down the stretch. She was running some goofy bullshit that I didn't understand. And then it's on my girl Aliyah Copper, my North Philly Girard College product, my prep charter product. I'm sorry, Aliyah, you got to get this work. That was horrible. You just can't go out there like that, missing all them fucking shots and missing all them damn threes like that. You can't do that shit. That was awful. I like the defensive effort, but that shit right there on offense, we don't do that. Right? Us from here down north, we don't do that. We don't accept that shit. Right? That was awful. Sheesh. The hell was you doing? Couldn't hit the side of a barn today. But moving on to that, I ain't gonna go in too bad because it's like sometimes that shit happens. But damn, Aliyah, I was hyping you up. I felt like, man, our girl going like, they gonna outdo Caitlin and Kelsey Mitchell. Now, moving on to Indiana, there was a couple of outstanding performances. Aliyah Boston, when you consider going up against 6'9", she gives you 17 points, 8 rebounds, and some tough play, man. You get knocked all over the place. You going through this here, and then when you add in Nalyssa Smith, talking about 15 and 12, 15 rebounds, 12 points. Shit, that's a hell of a game for Nalyssa Smith, man. We talking about production. That's some of the best production I've seen from her. And then you add Timmy Fagbinley coming off of the bench, gives you 10 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds. You can't beat that. You take that all day, right? Now, Mitchell, listen. Mitchell gets my Clutch Performer Award for this game. Mitchell gives me my Clutch Performer for the game. They don't win this game without Kelsey Mitchell in the clutch. They don't win this game without Nalyssa Smith in the clutch. There was a time when she hit a couple of good threes. Now, I'm going to give Caitlin Clark all the credit for getting the ball to some of these players in some of these spots. That's good. But them players got to make the fucking shot. They missed the shot. What we're going to do, we ain't going to blame Caitlin for passing. We're going to blame them for missing. So this is what we're going to do. When they make the shot, I got to give them the Clutch Performance Award. Now, Caitlin Clark, I give a lot of credit today. She absolutely outplayed Diana Taurasi when you look at the complete game. Talking about 15 points. We're talking about 12 assists. Talking about 9 boards. All right? Though that is excellent production. Excellent production. Now, what I don't do is I don't give her the same amount. She don't get the credit for her boards that, Angel Reese gets. Okay, Angel Reese gets boards up. She up in their contested boards, up in traffic. Many of them. There's somewhere they clear it out and she's there to get it. But a lot of them joints is contested up in traffic. Caitlin Clark is fortuitous in a lot of ways, where she gets the long rebounds and so on. But whatever. Somebody got to get it. She got it. And this was nearly a triple-double. Had she done that, I believe they say this would have been the first triple-double in their W history for a rookie, which is amazing. That, like say, Candace Parker never got a triple-double, and so on. Now, listen, this goes for Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. A lot of people are going to start pushing narratives like they're the best rookies ever and all of that because they're going to break certain records and all of that type of stuff. I'm not one of the people that do that. Okay? Because the reality is most rookies that come into this league don't get the opportunities that Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese get. Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese are on bad teams that really rely on their usage rate. Caitlin Clark played 39 minutes. 39 fucking minutes. That means she sat 1 minute. If you're playing that many minutes, you have just more of an opportunity to be more productive than someone who played, like when Jewel Lloyd was a rookie, 25 minutes a game. Really, it was 24 and some change minutes a game. Kelsey Plum played damn near 15 minutes for it. Just using comps for an example. So, of course, Reese and Caitlin have opportunities that a lot of them didn't have to be just more productive when we're looking at just pure numbers and impact on winning. Caitlin Clark played a great floor game today. Fine, she's great at finding those cutters, finding those open players. Great, of course, at those outlet passes right off of in transition. You know what she does. I'm not even anymore like, see, this is what I'm saying with her. I'm to the point where I know what she can do. Okay? Now I'm just looking for signs of greatness. Okay? Not signs of talent. I know what she can do. We know she can pass. We know she can shoot. Okay? What I'm looking for, and I've also accepted that she's limited in certain things. Right? She's not the best crossover dribbler. Get to the spot, pull up, hezzy pull up, turn around. She doesn't have that to her game yet. Her game is pretty basic to me. But what she does have is the, of course, the floor vision, the passing, all of those types of things, which are special things. I've accepted, okay, this is what she is. I got a box that I put her in. And on defense, y'all trying to argue that she plays good defense, y'all need to stop. Okay? I don't care about the blocks or any of that type. Most of those things are fortuitous. Most of it is in help defense. But she's taller than a lot of guards. So a lot of times she gets those blocks, and that's to her credit. There's no doubt about it. But when they were in spots of the game where Phoenix needed a score and they're coming out of drawing up plays, Chrissy Sides takes Caitlin Clark out the game. And this isn't the first game where that happens. When that happens, that means you are a liability on defense when the coach does that. When they need a stop, they take you out. That means you're a liability. Hopefully y'all understand that. That's the way that works. Okay, so I get it. What I'm looking for now is performance in money time. Performance in money time. Because that's what separates the greats from the good. Let me give you a look into the way Fulan speaks, the way we here judge greatness, okay? Good players, right? I'll put it this way. The good players are like something like Caitlin Clark, without a doubt. We see the talent, so that's a good player, without a doubt. When you're good consistently, this is when you move into the realm of great. Okay? When you're good consistently. Now, what separates those good consistently players from the truly like fabulous, the all-star, really, really, truly greats is the way they impact winning and performance in clutch time. And I believe Caitlin Clark did a good job of performance in clutch time. Now, she didn't hit the game-winning shot, that sort of thing. Though I've seen her do that before. I believe it was against the Sparks earlier in the year. I've seen her hit that, like kind of game winners, ice the game type of thing. And then tonight, I felt like she performed admirably and made some good passes. Now, let me look at her overall game here. Let's see. All right. Why are you not giving me stats for this freaking game? What I wanted to see was the Unbelievable. All right. Okay, good. There we go. Okay, so yeah, this was a good game. She's a +3. 12 assists, 9 rebounds, 15 points. Surprisingly, she only shot 20% from 3 today. Saw her make a couple of ones, but she was 20% from 3. Free throws, 83%. That's her strength, is the free throws. I finally saw her miss one. I think that felt like that was the first free throw I ever seen her miss. 40%. No. She's 40% from the field for the regular season. Not today. Today, she was 28% from the field, 20% from 3. Wow. Really wasn't good scoring, if you look at the numbers. But, like I said, the floor game was great. The turnovers, 6 turnovers is bad, but when you have 12 assists, it's not as bad, you see. That's a 2-to-1 ratio. Really, if you're going to have 6 assists, you want her turnovers. You really want the assists to be about 18, which is a big ask. But that's how serious point guard play is when you're talking about the standard, the traditional standard of coaches. 3-to-1 is really when they say that's good. But 2-to-1 isn't bad. You're not hurting the team yet, with that. Yeah. So that was pretty good because you're talking about Clark absolutely performed in that fourth quarter and in clutch money time. You gotta give her credit for that. So the rookie's learning. That's good. That's good. This was good to see for her. So there you have it. Fever, take that one, and I'm about to go to bed, man. Peace out. Oh, matter of fact, I got to go see House of the Dragon. Peace out.